A royal love on, Leonor and Christian's public gesture shocks all of France. A royal duty, a formal event, eyes fixed on protocol, but then, an unexpected gesture. Leonor and Christian, side by side. And in one moment, France was left stunned. The French state banquet was meant to be a showcase of tradition, elegance, and diplomacy. Leaders gathered, nobles dressed in their finest, cameras flashing under the gilded ceilings of Paris. For the French, it was a chance to celebrate unity with Europe's most prominent royal families. For Spain and Denmark, it was a moment of representation, of lineage, of quiet grace. No one expected anything unusual. Until it happened. Princess Leonor of Spain, heir to her nation's throne. Prince Christian of Denmark, future king of his. Both young, both born to reign, both trained for duty. The world has long speculated on their connection, but nothing had been confirmed. Their lives have been parallel paths, crossing at public events, whispered about in the press, analyzed by royal watchers who search for meaning in every glance. And yet, at that banquet, the whispers became shouts. As the cameras panned, Leonor leaned gently toward Christian. He turned to her, smiled, softly, knowingly, and then, without hesitation, placed his hand lightly over hers. It was not dramatic, not rehearsed. But it was unmistakably real. A gesture of tenderness, a gesture of love, and in that instant, centuries of formality shattered. The French guests gasped. Some applauded softly, others whispered in disbelief. The press corps exploded with flashes. For the first time, Leonor and Christian had made public what until then was speculation. There was more between them than diplomacy. But why did it happen here, in France? Why not in Madrid, or Copenhagen, or in the privacy of their guarded palaces? Some say it was deliberate, a quiet statement on neutral ground, in a nation that has often been a stage for history's grandest romances. Others believe it was unplanned, a slip of the heart, a moment when duty gave way to desire. To understand, we must look back. Leonor, raised under the guiding hand of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, has been molded for monarchy since childhood. Her path has been strict, her education precise, her every move rehearsed. She has always shown restraint, until now. Christian, son of Crown Prince Frederick and Crown Princess Mary, has grown in a similar world. Poised, polite, cautious. And yet, unlike many royals, Christian has always been noted for his warmth, his ability to break protocol with a smile. Could it be that in Leonor he found someone who shares his struggle, his longing to be more than just an heir? The French press called it, l'étreinte discrète, the discreet embrace. Spanish commentators spoke of un gesto histórico, a historic gesture. Danish newspapers ran headlines declaring it the first sign of a royal union. And yet, as excitement soared, so too did tension. Inside the palaces of Madrid and Copenhagen, reactions were mixed. Some advisors praised the display as a powerful signal of unity between two royal houses. A potential future alliance, not of politics but of love, binding Spain and Denmark closer than ever. But others worried. Was it too soon? Too public? Could such openness undermine the carefully constructed image of two heirs not yet on their thrones? And then came the deeper questions. If Leonor and Christian are indeed in love, what does this mean for the future of Europe's monarchies? Could Spain and Denmark one day be bound not just by treaties but by blood? Would their marriage strengthen the role of monarchy in a modern world, or would it spark backlash from those who see royalty as relics of the past? These questions only fuel the fascination. Because, every time the mystery deepens, so too does the desire for answers. Each photograph of Leonor and Christian together is dissected. Each glance, each smile, each word is replayed across television screens and social media. Was that hand on hers simply friendship, or was it love revealed? But perhaps the most moving perspective is the human one. Strip away the crowns, the thrones, the history, and what do we see? Two young people, trapped in roles chosen for them at birth, finding comfort in each other. Two souls who understand the loneliness of being born to rule. Two hearts daring to connect in a world that demands restraint. For the French audience present, it was unforgettable. Some said it felt like watching history in real time. Others described it as a fairy tale unfolding before their eyes. But one word echoed across conversations, from Paris cafes to Madrid boulevards, from Copenhagen halls to royal forums worldwide: love. Still, not everyone is convinced. Skeptics argue the moment was exaggerated, that the cameras caught an innocent gesture magnified by imagination. A fleeting touch, not a declaration. Yet if that were true, why have both palaces remained silent? Why not deny it? Why allow the world to believe in something if it isn't real? And so, the silence becomes part of the story. The unanswered questions become louder than any confirmation. Did Leonor and Christian mean to tell the world something that night? Or was it a private truth, revealed accidentally on a stage too grand to hide it? Whatever the answer, the impact is undeniable. France was shocked. Europe was captivated. The world is watching. Because whether it was friendship, affection, or love itself, the gesture has left an indelible mark on history. This is no longer just rumor. It is no longer speculation. It is something witnessed, recorded, remembered. A moment when two heirs to two thrones let the world glimpse their hearts. And now, every future appearance of Leonor and Christian will carry a new weight. Every smile will be questioned. Every silence will be filled with meaning. Every gesture will be studied. Because from the moment that hand met hers, the story was no longer theirs alone. It belongs to history. France gasped. Spain listened. Denmark wondered. And the world waits. For confirmation. For a statement. For the next chapter in a love story that may shape not just two lives, but the future of Europe itself. Leonor and Christian. A royal love on display. A public gesture that shook France. And perhaps, just perhaps, the beginning of something that will one day leave the entire world breathless.